So this lady says that women are naturally more emotional and men are more logical, and so therefore the men should be the leaders, and the Bible says that they should be the leaders, and feminism is destroying women. First of all, I want to say that our biggest predator could not be our best leader. Come on. Over half of women homicides are committed by their intimate partner. And the low estimate is that at least 30% of women have been assaulted by a man in her life. That's not our leader, honey. Also, you seem to think that emotional means crying, but emotional also means anger, violence. And since 90% of homicide suspects are men, that shows that they are the more angry and violent gender. And men score higher in physical aggression across real world settings, whereas women do not show a general deficit of self-control or logic, although men do take more risks. And biologically speaking, with our brains, men and women are more alike than we are different. And neuropsychology shows that stripping emotions harms your judgment. So we don't want someone who's not emotional. Both men and women are emotional. Men are just more violent with it. Studies also show that women are a slightly more effective leaders than men are, that women score higher on transformational leadership because they serve, they elevate, and they develop. And that's the style that is linked to better outcomes. And teams that have more women on it usually perform better. They show higher collective intelligence because they have a higher social sensitivity. And studies show that men's overconfidence leads to worse results, whereas women's more cautious approach has better outcomes. Now, I don't care that the Bible says in Ephesians 5 that a woman must submit to her husband, because it also says before that a man and woman should submit to one another. But in the very next chapter, it talks about how slaves should obey their masters. So I'm not taking advice from a book that is okay with slavery. Now, thanks to feminism, women can now vote and own property. We can go to college and study. We can work wherever we want to work. We can get loans and credit cards in our own names. And as a woman, you can come onto this platform and publicly speak because of feminism. Look, I am a feminist, and I was a stay-at-home mom for 15 years, a trad wife that took care of her kids. So feminism is not about keeping women from staying at home and raising their kids. It's about giving them the choice to do it if they want to do it. And I choose not to submit to anybody, let alone a man. But you have fun doing that, girlfriend.